there's on my foot. Oh, my face is itchy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this summer night makeup look right here. I saw these palettes, these new palettes from Colourpop, the iiLuvsarahii X Colourpop collab, and I got so inspired to do this look. I actually end up using all the shadows in both palettes because they're just so pretty, and I just used them all over my face. This is what happens. New toys, they're pretty, I put them all over my face. Love these palettes. Karen is actually a friend of mine, and I'm very, very excited for her in this collaboration. I think it's an amazing collection, and everything is so well put together. The color story of everything, just, it's so beautiful. So I decided to make this summer night makeup look. I love how dramatic it is. If you're gonna be partying, if you're gonna be getting into some thoughtful activities at night, this is gonna be a gorgeous look for you. So I hope you guys love it as well. If you want to watch the rest of this video and you want to keep updated with all of my videos, subscribe to my channel to keep updated. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you haven't already, so that you're part of the quad family. And without further ado, if you want to learn how to get this look right here, then keep watching. Hello? Okay. So I'm going to start off with a primer. I'm going to use this one from Loreal. This is the Visible Lift Radiance Booster Brightening Primer 24-hour hydration. Ooh, I like the color of this. It's like a peachy. It doesn't smell like anything. Oh, that's a good thing. This is kind of a thick primer. They're nice and bright and ready to go. If we are going for a dramatic nighttime look, I want to have the full coverage on my face. So I'm going in today. We're doing it big. I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in medium 52 warm. Every time I've gotten this foundation, it's either for a Halloween video, and it's either way too white on purpose or way too dark. Not on purpose, but I just can't find my shade. So I'm hoping, praying to the gods, that this is my shade, medium 52. Let's try this. Clean Beauty Blender. You see? Everything on my face is about to disappear. Every mole, every acne spot, blemish, everything on my face is about to turn into flawlessness. So let's do this. These earrings are so heavy. I feel like my earlobes are about to drop to my knees. Okay, I always tend to get foundation in my hair, and I'm gonna try not to do that today. So wish me luck, you guys. Blend it down to my neck. I'm going to put some concealer on. I'm using this Tarte Shape tape in light medium right on top of the panda eyes. So just right in there. This concealer is actually darker than the foundation. You dab, dab, dab my little sponge right underneath my eyes. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. Every time I find a new Wet n Wild brow product, I get stuck to it and use it for like ever. This is a brow powder in brunette. I feel like the powders are a lot easier to use. They're a lot quicker. So I'm just gonna build up that tail end because it's looking kind of scrawny. I'm gonna go ahead and carve out my brows underneath a little bit. So I'm gonna take some of the concealer and work that all over my lid and just carve out my brow to make it look really nice and sharp. I'm excited to do my eyes today because I'm going to be using Karen's palette, iiLuvsarahii's palette. I'm so excited. The first palette, there's two. One is called Saucy right here, which I'm going to be using a lot of. And then one is, I'm actually going to be using both of these palettes together. I'm just going to go back and forth between them. And then the other palette is called Cheeky, which is this one right here. The first color I'm gonna pick up is from the Saucy palette. It's this shade right here. This is Chic Happens, and I'm gonna work that on to the crease. Ooh, these are pigmented. OMG. What I'm basically doing right now is washing it into the crease. So you're gonna see, this is just part of the transition and creating that depth there. So you have a light wash of that color. Okay, I just realized that this transition shade matches my background so perfectly. Now I'm gonna go into the other palette right here. This is Cheeky, and I'm gonna take this matte shade right here, which is Freckles. For that, I'm gonna take this Pure Cosmetics brush in Blending Crease. That's what it's called. I'm going to pick up Freckles and pop it into the crease. Ooh, it's a little bit more dense, so it's giving me more color. You see how it's tightly packed? So I'm gonna actually use this one just to feather it out. All these subtle hints of color are gonna make for a really nice smooth gradient and a really nice smooth transition. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the purple, the shade right here, which is called Razy, because I'm kind of crazy, and work that onto the outer part of the lid. I'm gonna bring it up into the outer part of the crease. I'm gonna go back into my blending brush right here and start to soften those edges out and diffuse that color into the skin. And I'm just using these quick little circular motions and barely touching the skin so that the brush just glides across and you get a smoother blend that way. I'm gonna extend it out a little past my lid just to give it that extra drama. I'm gonna grab a little bit of this brown right here. This is the shade Noche, and just start to darken out the outer corner a tad bit more. We want it to look like Noche. That's nice and dark. I like the way that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of Heavy Glam, a little bit of that guy, and a little bit of Vivacious. I'm just going to mix the two together. We're just going to make them best friends. So I'm going to go ahead and take that on the inner part of the lid. Just keep it toward heavier on the inner corners and then lightly sweep it into the lid. I love how pigmented these shadows are. They're intense. I love it. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and work those shades down on the lower lash line. I'm gonna first start, basically what I did to the crease is what I'm gonna do to the outer part of the lower lash line. So I'm gonna take this little brush right here. This is a T2 from the Makeup Shack. I'm gonna first start off with Is Chic Happens. Okay, and then the next color is gonna be that plum shade. That is Razy. I like saying that. Razy. I'm gonna put that closer to the lash line, so I want it to be the darkest right in there. Take this brush right here. This is from Luxie. It's the 141 brush, and I'm just gonna sweep that back and forth just so that we can get a really nice blended look. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab this color right here. This is Distressed. It's this matte bone color. It's gonna clean up my brow, make it pop, and then it's also going to help the shadow that went a little bit too high for me. We're gonna bring it back down, make everything look nice and blended. I'm gonna go ahead and take this purple liner from Japonesque. It's called, there's no name on it, it's just purple. It has like a purple tip and it's purple. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my waterline with this. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the wing on my eye. So I'm gonna take my Kat Von D eyeliner. So just start inside right here in that inner corner, and you don't have to do one smooth motion, just slowly gradually make your way to the other side and then do a little flick upwards like that, bring it back down. Now I'm gonna cut my lashes with some mascara. I just found out about this mascara when I went with Loreal to Cannes, and they had this in my room to try. Oh my god, I thought I loved the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal. This is like on another level. I am obsessed with this mascara. It is so good. The packaging is so pretty and pink, and it's just so freaking good. This is the wand. There's short little bristles. It's like an S curve to it, and I don't know what exactly it does, but it just makes your lashes whoosh, like huge. And so I'm just gonna pop that on to my mascara. This is gonna be my new favorite mascara. I didn't think that a drugstore would come out with something like this, but they did. This is better than high-end mascaras. Okay, so now that we've coated the lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some lashes from Huda Beauty. These are the Sasha number 11s. These guys right here. I'm gonna cut them, pop them on, and then I will be right back. So next, I'm going to contour my face. To contour, I'm using the Deep Honey Tarte Clay Stick Foundation. And I'm just going to chisel the cheeks, slim the nose. I'm gonna go real close for this. This foundation is a little bit too light for me, so it's gonna help bronze up my face, so that's a good thing. Okay, and for the blush, I'm gonna take this Nars liquid blush right here. Just a little bit, goes so long. I'm using Luster. I'll pop that onto my cheeks. I feel like it blends in really well with your finger or like a beauty blender. And this is a really nice corally shade. So now we are going to do the liquid highlight. I'm gonna take the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drop in Sunlight. Pop that on. You can use this alone, or you can pop a highlight on top and it's going to be extreme. and that's what I'm going for, so we're gonna make it extreme. Make sure you don't have any harsh lines where you put your highlight. Okay, now we're gonna set everything in place. I'm gonna take my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. This is the refillable one that has like the cool packaging, and I refilled it. I'm gonna look up to the sky, and then I am going to look down. Okay, looks good. I'm gonna look up to the sky again. Now I'm just gonna set everything in place with the powder. I haven't been doing this lately, but since this is a summer night out kind of a makeup look, it's probably hot, it's probably dark, and I don't want my makeup going anywhere. So I'm gonna keep it intact with this Kat Von D. I'm using a lot of Kat Von D today because I reloaded my stash. So I think I'm just really excited that I have a whole bunch of Kat Von D back in my life. Face, just lightly pat it right there, all over. Then I'm gonna grab my Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess. Whew, I love this freaking bronzer. It's amazing. It's in medium deep, 03. I'm gonna take this bronzer right here and I'm going to bronze up my cheeks. Just a burnt piece of toast. I'm gonna use this blush right here. It's actually called Highlight the Truth. It's the mineralized skin finish from MAC. I'm only gonna put on a little bit because this looks like an intense blush. I'm only gonna put on a little bit. Proceeds to put on the entire compact. Work that in, make it a little bit more blended. For the highlight, I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Illuminating Powder in Heat Wave. This is such a beautiful highlight. It literally just almost blinded my eyeball. That's how good it is. Pop that onto my cheeks, the nose, the cupid's bow. This is like a golden midnight glow. Like you're gonna be glowing in the dark. So now that we are glowing to the gods, we can move on to the lips, which is the last part of the look. But I think I want to go with the nudiest one. This is the curvy lip liner. I'm gonna take 951, which is a satin lip, and pop it on my lips. And then after that dries, I'm gonna put on the gloss. This is in Curvy. So I'm gonna take that and pop it onto the center of the lips. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs it up and let me know you liked it. Also, if you want to check out some other videos that I've made, you can check them out over there. They're going to be over to the side. Before I let you go, I want you to make somebody smile. Know that you are amazing and you can do anything, and I love you so much. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, dollies.